Fraser. Hi James, I wanted to ask if the product can harden and come out resembling mucoid plaque. I'm not sure what. I'm on my seventh tub. I'm not sure what's what. Alright, yeah. I'm on my seventh tub and I'm releasing mucoid plaque again. I'm confused whether it's ultimate fibre or actual plaque. There seems to be a biofilm around it, so it's hard. And it is hard, but some strands are softer. Does the product come out in the shape of your intestines? I've never really noticed it to be moulded. There seems to be a biofilm around it. It's hard, but sometimes strands are softer. Does the product come out in the shape of your intestines? I've never really noticed it to be that moulded. Yeah, great question, Grace. I'm just making sure I understand this. So basically, it's hardening, it's coming out resembling mucoid plaque. Seventh tub. So you say you're on your seventh tub. Did you follow the recommended protocol, as in doing the 2 scoops twice a day from week 2 to week 9? If you did, yeah, that's great. Um, Let me know if you have been having like the recommended protocol. Sometimes I get questions and people haven't been taking the right amount of Qenda, so I always like to determine that they've taken the right amount of Qenda before I carry on and answer the rest of the questions. Yeah, I have seen, like, even me, like, I've never had, or I hadn't had constipation all my life, not up until the motorbike crash like 4 years ago. But even before that, when I had the Qenda, because I've known about Qenda for 8 years now, um, the Qenda did come out in like a little shape like that a few times. Um, what I say is, if you think it is the like when the Qenda goes through the system, you mix in the herbs with the water. So you need like 400 mil, and then the 2 scoops in, but then you really need another like 300 mil. So basically, you want to have at least 700, well, 650 to 800 mil total of water that you're mixing with the Qenda to ensure that it's the right consistency of like jelly when it goes through. Obviously, the more water, the more softer and more like jelly it is. So, yeah, you want to make sure you're having at least 650 mil of water with your 2 scoop serving, and then you know it's the right consistency of jelly going through. And obviously, consume the water with the herbs to make sure it all mixes together. And I think that'll normally sort it out. But yes, I have seen the Qenda come out in that sort of shape, of the intestines previously. Not very often, but I have seen it, and I've heard about other clients that have mentioned about that. So yeah, make sure you put in the 650 to 800 mil of water in there. Make sure you're doing like 2 scoops. It can even be less than 2 scoops. You can have like 3/4 of a scoop, and do that twice, or you can just get one massive scoop with a big heap on it, and that actually ends up being 20 grams, which is the correct serving. So make sure you're not putting too much herbs in comparison to the water, and make sure you're putting enough water in comparison to the herbs. And I think that will resolve the problem. You said there seems to be a biofilm around it, and it's hard with some strands that are softer. Did this come out in the shape of your intestines? Like I said, I've seen that come out of me like that twice, and I know that wasn't biofilm, because I've never really had constipation or anything. Um, I've never really noticed it to be that molded. Yeah, so it sounds like, Grace, like, even though you're on your seventh tub, you've just seen it for the first time like that. And yeah, I was very similar. It's not all the time, but you've just noticed it. So if that's the case, it's just a bit of a one-off, and you might have been a bit dehydrated before, and then your body's took some water away from the jelly of the Qenda, or it might just be that you haven't mixed it with enough water. But yeah, let us know. Let us know how you get on, Grace. Thank you for the question.